Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Stephanie D. Burrows. How are you? Good to see you this evening. I'd hoped to get to you earlier. Um, Stuff happens. This is going to be a mindful moment 5 on live. And today I'm going to be talking about listening. And this is coming direct from the beauty cards. You all remember the beauty cards, right? I don't know if you could see this very well, but the beauty cards. And they're by Miriam Trahan. And I'm just going to share what's on this card and then a few thoughts. It's about listening. How well do you listen? How well do you interpret what you're hearing? Who are you listening to? Do you listen to yourself? Really? Seriously? Oftentimes we speak out of turn. We just speak without really listening to what we're saying. I think a lot of us would change what we're saying if we really listened. It's a difference between listening. It's an active thing. It's something where you're listening and you're using your mind, your brain, and just hearing. And oftentimes when we're hearing, we've already missed a lot of what was said because we were already hearing our own answers without completely listening to the other person and even listening to ourselves when we are speaking to someone. Don't just hear yourself. You want to listen to the words that are issuing forth. But this is what the card says. Opening our inner ears takes some practice. I encourage you to like and share, please. Please do like and share. Opening our inner ears takes some practice. The chatter of everyday thinking can drown out the whisper of inner knowing. Get that inner knowing. It's not loud. It's not shouting. It's a whisper. Oftentimes, it may be a word, one word. I get the whispering quite often, but for me, that whispering is sometimes inner knowing and sometimes it's God. So empty your cup with a few outflowing breaths. This will help you to hear the whisper of inner knowing. Then sit quietly at the well and listen, for from the deepest source comes clear wisdom. I've heard people say so many times, especially younger women or younger ladies, I would say, young ladies. And they're like, oh, such wisdom, such wisdom. Dr. Pearl, you have so much wisdom. I'm thinking to myself, what are you talking about? Because what I'm sharing is just coming from, now I understand, the whisper of inner knowing. It's basically, for me, it's either going to be the creator, because I do get so much knowledge, information, direction, and it comes in a word oftentimes, just one word. Sometimes it'll be a picture in my mind's eye. Sometimes it'll be in a dream. And the rest of it comes from time being on this earth, experience, because I put in a whole lot. I've got a lot of experiences. And it'll come from expertise, studying, getting your degree and so forth, but actually working it more so than anything else, actually doing the work yourself, myself in this case. And I think experience is a big part of that, quite frankly. So that inner knowing, that whisper of inner knowing, you already have within you and you're living in it. I think that's the other thing that's really big. You may have the knowledge, but if you're not living in it, it's a knowledge of something that you should be doing, a knowledge of something that you have to share with others. And if you're not living in it, how can you properly share that? Or do you even think to share that? So I'll say this once and again. This is from the beauty cards, and it's all about listening. And it says, opening our inner ears takes some practice. The chatter of everyday thinking can drown out the whisper of inner knowing. If you're so filled with what's going on outside of you, in the universe, on the media, social media, TV, advertisements all over the place, folks jamming your phone up with nonsense that you don't know and you really don't care about. your emails that are coming. There's so many avenues for you to be distracted from your own inner knowing. And so sometimes you got to come back to that. Anyway, I got to go because I'm over my time. I didn't realize that would happen. But I pray that each and every one of you are healthy and that you are in good spirits. Let's say great spirits. Don't be afraid to be happy. Don't feel guilty about being happy during this time when there's so much going on. But quite frankly, can I be honest with you? Yes, we haven't had a pandemic like this ever before in our lifetimes, but we have had a lot of stuff going on consistently, continually. If you can just pull in and go within and find that place of happiness, it's there. I'm personally not a big happy person because I believe happiness is dependent, and I know I've read it many a times on the things that are happening outside of you or to you. And I like to look for the joy because the joy is always here in my spirit and in my soul. And I can pull on that at any time, no matter what's going on in the rest of the world. So you may do like some things I've been reading, stay in that space so that you can access it and tap it whenever you need it. You don't have to be down and out. You don't have to be discouraged and unhappy and all those other things. If you know what joy means and how it shows up in your life, different from happiness, it's not coming from outside of you. It's already within you. So I'm going to let it go right now because I'm over. God bless each and every one of you. Have a great night. Have a great sleep. For those of us that have some challenges with that, we are not challenged any longer. Changing that language right now. We are not challenged. We're going to have a great night's sleep. All right? See you soon.